it's your girl Sherelle Unique here. I am here to share with you guys a story. And the story is how I got fired from Lyft. Let me start by saying that I'm an idiot, okay? I'm stupid. I should have never done this. I don't condone it. I don't stand by it. It was just dumb. So, yeah. All right, we're about to get into this story. So, let me go from the beginning. In this season, I had been working on me and doing a lot of like self-care stuff, creating boundaries, saying no when I mean no, not just putting up with just anything, that kind of stuff, you know. So I was really in that mind frame. So I'm out, I'm doing Lyft, I'm living my best life, and everything's going well. I get this ride, right? And I see this lady coming from behind her house, walking all through the grass and the leaves. And this was the fall season. So she's walking through the leaves and the grass and the mud. I'm like, yes, I'm so ready for you to be in my car. Like, yes. And then she has this huge dog. Okay. And if you know me, you know that I don't do animals. I don't like animals. I didn't grow up with animals. It's not my thing at all. The only dog I like is my dad's dog, Nika. She's an old English bulldog. And that's just because my dad has had her since she was a baby. And I've now gotten used to her. But if you know me, you know I'm asking you to put your dog away. All that kind of stuff. I don't do other people's animals. And at that time, I don't think I've had an animal in my car at that time. Now, after this situation, I did. And it, like, was licking my elbow. And I was just not, like, while I'm driving, they're too unpredictable. I'm not here for it. I'm sorry, y'all. I know we got a lot of dog lovers in the world. So, while I see the dog and the lady coming towards my car, I'm thinking in my mind, like, oh no, you don't have to put up with this. You're better than this. You don't have to just say yes to just anything. If you don't want to have this dog in your car, just tell her no, because I'm not here for it. I'm not the one. So I'm having this debate with myself, right? And part of me is like, just let her get a ride. And I'm like, no, forget that, because I ain't the one. So I decided I was going to say something to her. I'm not the one. And I was going to say something to her. So she got up to the car and I was like, I don't have a seat cover for your dog. So she ignores what I said. And she proceeds to grab my handle. And I'm thinking like, oh, you must think I'm the one. So I said, did you hear what I said? I don't have a seat cover for your dog. And she bends down and she's like, it's a service animal. And I'm stupid, y'all. It didn't dawn on me what she was saying initially. Because I'm still in self-care mode. I'm not the one mode. I don't have to put up with this mode. I look over at her and I see that she's blind. And I'm like, but I'm still in my little arrogant, ignorant space. And I said, well, I don't have a seat cover for your dog. And because in my head, I'm thinking I'm going to have paw prints all over my car. And I'm going to have to get this cleaned or whatever. And so she was like, well, if this ride gets canceled, you're going to have to be the one to cancel it. And I said, well, that's fine. Because I was still in my mode. And I rolled away. And as I rolled away, I saw her back up. And I saw her reach her hand back to find her seat. And she pulled her phone out to call another ride. But she's blind, so she's doing all of this without being able to see well, if at all. And I felt horrible. I felt like the jerk that I was being. And so as I roll away slowly feeling regret, I call my dad and I'm like, Dad, I feel so bad. I just left this lady. She was blind. She had a service dog, and it wasn't even about her being blind. I've driven blind people before. I just didn't want the dog in my car. I just feel terrible. I feel so bad. And he was like, well, if you feel so bad, go back and pick her up. And I was like, what? Huh? You're not telling me what I want to hear, so I'm going to call you back later. So I called somebody else to tell me what I want to hear. And so this was terrible because I work in social services, and I have driven people who are blind before. This really had nothing to do with her disability. It was more so just me not liking animals and not wanting paw prints on my back seat. And I really inconvenienced her over this, and I felt horrible after the fact. And she reported me, as she should have, because I was a whole jerk. And after that, Lyft, they suspended my account. I ended up going on a trip after that, going on tour. So I had not opened my account for several months after that, just because I just didn't need to. I wasn't home to drive. But when I returned, I contacted them to see if I could still drive for them, and they weren't having it. Okay, they said they sent me their animal policy. I read over it thoroughly, which is something I'd read in the past, but like I said, I wouldn't remember it, especially not in that state of mind, that headspace I was in that moment anyway. But yeah, I asked, I said, they said we had to deactivate your account, and I'm like, forever, ever? And they was like, yes, we take this very seriously. We do not take this lightly. You cannot turn away a service animal or someone who has a disability. And yeah, I'm a jerk and I'm an idiot, and this looks horrible. And it felt horrible, and I'm sure it felt horrible for her too. And my apologies go out to her, because I was really being stupid. But yeah, that's how I got fired from Lyft. Give me your comments and your feedback, your nice comments and your feedback, or your funny comments. I don't need to hear no bashing, because I already know that was a dumb move on my part, and it's not some stuff I'm gonna do again. And yeah, that's it. Y'all have a blessed day. It's your girl, Sherelle Unique. Holla.